What's up, everybody? Doing a little video today because I got a package in the mail from my buddy Mike, Mr. Man, as y'all know him. He sent me some samples of the Southern Delight food to try, because I've been wanting to try it here for a while. And I was talking to him the other day, asking him some questions about the food and everything, and he sent me some samples to try out, and I told him I'd do a video showing, the first feeding, see how all my fish take to it and everything. And I wanted to do the video the other day, but I just ended up not having time. I finally got a moment now to sit down, so I figured I'd go ahead and try it out. Right now you're looking at my Trimax, my boy Hellraiser, and I haven't named this female yet. Oh yeah, I haven't even showed y'all this tank since Venus died. This is the female Pyro Trimac. I've had her for a little while now. I got her when I got my big male Lumbee, and she's a little over 7 inches. She was about 7 inches exactly when I put her in the tank, and that's been about a month ago, or a little over a month ago. But alright, let's go ahead and see what these guys do. Alright, calm down, Hellraiser. He's over here splashing water at me. He went right to that pretty quick. I'm guessing he likes it. I found some more. Let me go over and try the female. Yeah, she went right to it also. That's pretty good, because I tried to give these guys Omega 1 one time because I ran out of NLS, and my LFS didn't have any, so I had to get Omega 1. He wouldn't touch the Omega 1. I got a lot of live fish that will eat it, so it didn't go to waste, but he wouldn't, he went up and bit it and then just like spit it out and left it alone. You can see both of these two here just tearing it up. Jeez. Alright, guess we'll try this over here in my Amphilophus community real quick. Oh, let me shut this lid. Don't you bite me. Yeah, he really likes to jump out the water and try to bite you whenever you go to feed him or anything. Alright, here's my Amphilophus community. These guys still a little wigged out because I just got done doing a water change in here maybe like 20 minutes ago. But get some of this food out here, see how these guys take it. And the gar went up and grabbed him some. I'm about to be moving the gars out of this tank actually, because a lot of my fish in here been ended up getting ripped fins from the gar. Colossus right there, my biggest male Hoga, his dorsal fin got tore up pretty good. I think it was last week. It's just now finally finished healing up. Because what'll end up happening is all the cichlids in here, instead of grabbing food that's floating everywhere in the open, they'll go all the way across the tank, to go to where the gars are and try to steal the food from in front of them. So naturally, at some point, they end up getting nipped, and those gars got some pretty sharp teeth and quite a bit of them, so they can do some damage without really trying. But I'm about ready to either buy another tank for them or possibly moving to one of my other tanks. I just haven't figured it out yet. But these guys, they're all taking it pretty good. Excuse me. My Hogas, they're not really too picky, so they might not be quite the best best test subjects. But my Red Devils that are in here, these guys only really like Omega 1. They won't really mess with NLS that much. They ate it when they were younger, but as they got bigger, they just didn't want it for some reason. And the Hogas will eat the omega-1 too, so I just kind of got to where I, fed a mixture of both in this tank. So it's good to see the Red Devils eating it like they are. Oh yeah, I want to say big thanks to my buddy Mike for sending this food out to me. I'm really hoping it goes as well with all my fish, because if it does, this is gonna be the new staple in my fish room. I'm really I'm really over the mess with the New Life Spectrum. It is a really good food, but if I had maybe a couple tanks, it wouldn't be that bad. But I've got quite a few tanks, as most of y'all know, and it's really hard to maintain with all the extra waste that I was having from that food. This I'm not really seeing nowhere near the waste, because usually with the NLS, no matter what size I feed them, there's usually quite a bit of particles floating, and I really can't see much, too much of anything. There is a little bit, and that just seems to be mainly because these fish here, especially these Hogas, like to go up and just fill their mouth full of food. So there's not really too much way for me to prevent them from making too much of a mess. They're gonna do it regardless. I mean, luckily I keep a lot of filtration on my tank, so that really, that helps out a lot. But I guess let me try Havoc over here. I'm gonna try to give him some of the power feed and see how he likes it. You can tell he's hungry right at the front, wanting some food. He knows it's feeding time. Got a little too much there. All right. I guess he likes it too. He's going at it pretty good. He's not really the fastest eater in the world, so don't expect to see him just tearing apart food. He usually doesn't do that. The only time he really ever does go insanely nuts for food is if every once in a while he gets krill as a treat, and that's one of his favorite things is krill. So he goes absolutely berserk when I throw some of that in there, because he doesn't get it too often. But he's not really used to sinking pellets either, and I forgot this power feed does have sinking pellets in there, so he's kind of a little bit confused right now. See that are eating what's on the bottom. There's still a few at the top, but he'll go back and get them. I haven't really known him to ever leave food that he likes. That's good so far. That's 3 tanks, first feeding. Everybody's taking to it real well, and he just hit the lid real hard there. I guess next I'll go in here and we'll try the Amarillas and see what they do with it. I'm gonna try the oh, I grabbed the wrong bag of food. Use the growth formula with them because they're a little bit smaller. Those are my wild-caught Amphilophus Amarillas. These guys are getting a little bit of size to them now. That's the largest, most dominant one there. Let me see if I can maybe get to the side of the tank. He's about 5 inches now, maybe a little bit over 5 inches. These guys have been growing rather well. See if I can get this food in here. This tank's got a heavier lid. There we go. I think I freaked him out with the camera. A draft catfish there, some food's in there. Oh, there they go. Now they see it. Jesus. I would say that's a pretty good sign, huh? These guys are also used to sinking pellets too. That's probably why it took them a minute. They were probably waiting for some stuff to start sinking down. But yeah, Mike, I'm really liking what I'm seeing here though. These guys do seem like they like the food. I'm gonna actually try to do a little bit of comparisons with it, because as most of y'all know, I have the two Trimax that are brothers, Thor and Hellraiser. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue feeding Hellraiser the NLS for a while. I'm not Hellraiser. I'm sorry. I'm gonna continue feeding Thor the NLS for a while, and feed Hellraiser strictly the Southern Delight, and I'm gonna see what differences the two, there are in the two foods. Because to me, you can't really judge the differences of food made in a fish by, say you switch all your fish over to the food, and then you're like, oh, my fish gained so much color. Well, in that time, your fish also grew and can develop a little bit more color too, all depending how long a time frame we're talking. And to me, the best way to compare, and I've done this quite frequently with foods, is if you have two species similar, and that's where it kind of works out for me, because right now, because I have those two fish, same bloodline, all that, to feed each one of them the different food and compare them over time, because then you kind of take most of the genetic part out of the picture, and you also get to see what the true effects are of that food, as long as you're keeping everything else constant, your tank maintenance on both tanks, and all that. So I'm gonna try that out and see what my results are from that. I mean, like I said, so far I'm already liking what I'm seeing as far as everybody just eating it right away. That's a really good sign, because not all my fish do. These hogas are ravenous, but there's quite a few foods that they will not eat, so it's pretty good to see them eating this, that well. I think they pretty much ate all of it now. I don't really see anything left. But yeah, for anybody that wants to get some of this and try it, contact Mr. Man on Facebook, or Conway Stevens, or get in touch with them at Aquatic Support Systems. You can hit that up on Facebook too. I'll put links in the description for y'all, so y'all can get in contact with them if you want to try it. And I'll keep y'all posted, what results I have with it and everything. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.